Hi Gemini, welcome to your January 2021 mid-month love reading. That is a mouthful. My name is Gemstone. I'll be doing your reading for you. I hope you're doing well. Please let us know down in the comments below if you feel called. Today what we're going to do is look into your love life. Now Gemini, if you haven't seen the January 2021 general guidance readings that I posted earlier this month, please take a look at it. I'm going to have a card for the video at 2 minutes. The reason I'm drawing your attention to it is because the format of that video will be the format of this video. What we're going to do is look at the energy that you are currently, the energy that you're coming out of. And the fact that I said currently is already giving me the vibe that some of you may still be in this energy that I'm saying you're coming out of. So just keep that in mind, possibly. Have that in mind. So we're going to look at the energy that you're coming out of using a tarot card. Just one card to encapsulate what energy you're coming out of romantically for the past 365 days. We're going to get an oracle card to represent the emotion that you're coming out of. And then another oracle card to represent the situation that you're coming out of. And we're going to do the same for the energy that you're moving into. Now, down in the description box below, you can see receive a tarot scope. My guides told me tarot scope, and I said, okay, that's so cute. It's a tarot horoscope combined. In order for me to connect with your energy, I meditate and do a tarot reading during that meditation if I feel called to, receive information, downloads, any messages, and those messages I have put in the form of a horoscope, and posted it down in the description box below. If at any point these readings correlate in an obvious way, I will definitely mention it, but if not, please look for the tarot inception, a reading within a reading, down in the description box below. All right, Gemini, let's get into your reading. What energy is Gemini coming out of romantically? All messages are for the highest good of Gemini. What energy is Gemini coming out of? What energy is Gemini coming out of romantically? What energy is Gemini coming out of? There we go. The Seven of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, we have Justice. So with this, I already feel like, do you feel like your time has been wasted for the past 365 days? Do you feel like you were hitched to a lemon? A lemon is in just something that wasn't prosperous and you thought it was. And you gave your time to it, and now you are feeling like, what was the point of this? That's the vibe that I'm getting with this card. And I do feel the other side of it. A band of Geminis watering or tending to a connection that is becoming more fruitful over time, but I feel more of the feeling of wasted energy, wasted time spent, regret. It's just like, what was the point of this? Like, honestly, like that kind of vibe. Like, what was the point of this? Why did this happen? Would I say the emotion is regret? I feel tones and notes of regret, but it feels more like disrespect. I feel disrespected. Yeah, I feel disrespect. I feel disrespect. Like, so you just wasted my time? What was the point of that? I wouldn't be surprised if the person that you're dealing with was unfaithful. Because that's what I'm feeling. And I'm also feeling someone that just strung you along. Now, these readings are most effective, I find, or I'm feeling, for those that have Gemini rising, Gemini sun, Gemini moon, and Gemini Jupiter. Gemini Venus also, yes. Gemini Venus as well. The Mercury and Mars don't feel heavily connected, but go off of your own intuition. All right, let's see what emotion you're coming out of, Gemini. What emotion is Gemini coming out of? What emotion? Because I feel you feel things were unjust. I feel you think things were unfair. With the disrespect, I'm feeling anger. Like you're angry. Like you settled for them. Denial. With patience at the bottom. This card genuinely represents a form of patience. So it's interesting to see that. This is for the Geminis that are patiently watering something. I feel like the patience can even be extended to those who feel like they were wronged in a situation. Just give it the time it needs. And it may not be literally this relationship, but just your feelings. Allow yourself to go through it, but don't lash out. And it's interesting because in the tarot scope, I said be respectful. I feel like you've been disrespected. Wow. To see how those just correlate so strongly, you'll see that down in the description box below. Okay, so for denial, the message says, Gemini, I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. And here I feel like your fear is wasted time. At the bottom, we have patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. That feels more to, as much as I get the patience vibe for those who are patiently watering something. I don't even feel like they need to know that. I don't feel I don't feel impatience from that band of Geminis. This reading feels right now dedicated to the Geminis that put their time into something and are not getting a return on their investment, nor are they getting a profit. At this point, you're just wanting, like, can I at least get what I gave? You're not receiving that right now. And there's a sense of denial because I feel for some now within that category of Geminis, I feel like some are still holding on with the hopes that things are going to equal out and become fair. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about that because the energy that I'm getting is let go. This doesn't really need to be in the shot. The energy that I'm getting is let go. So to clarify right now, we have 3 groups of Geminis. One group, which is not very represented here, is a group of Geminis that are patiently watering something, patiently nurturing a connection that they are, that they feel good about. Then there is the larger group of Geminis that have been putting their time and energy into a relationship that I feel the red flags were seen in the beginning. But you were you gave them the benefit of the doubt, is what I just heard. You gave them the benefit of the doubt. And they turned out to be exactly what you felt they were going to be. In this case, I'm feeling like a cheater. That's the vibe that I'm feeling, like a cheater and a liar, like that type of energy. Now, for some of the Geminis that are in that predicament, they're looking for it to level out. They're looking for things to be just. So they're patiently waiting for that to happen, but living in a state of denial. Whereas the other Geminis are more angry and upset and disrespected. They feel disrespected towards that person, and retribution is on my mind. I feel the sense of wanting revenge. I just feel angry. I feel this anger right now in my heart. Step out of your comfort zone. Okay, so let's see. What situation is Gemini coming out of romantically for the past 365 days? What situation is Gemini coming out of romantically? What situation is Gemini coming out of romantically? What situation is Gemini coming out of romantically? This stands out. Look at the bigger picture, Gemini. And then what also came out is a new start is coming. Back to the patience. And balance spirituality with practicality. So the new start is coming is a new moon. And there is going to be a new moon towards in the beginning of February. And we have a full moon in Pisces. With the balance spirituality with practicality. And then here we have a full moon in Sagittarius. It's interesting because, again, in the tarot scope that I wrote down below, I could feel that there's this sense of bigger and better coming. That's where you're drawn to. That's what you feel drawn to. But I feel what's preventing you from possibly feeling those feelings, especially to their full capacity, is the fact that you're angry about the situation. If you were to let go of let go of your feelings in a way where you're neglecting them or minimizing them, but if you were to accept the fact that this happened, this will give more room and this will give you more space to receive the abundance that is approaching. I can feel it. That's approaching you. It does not feel love related though. It doesn't feel love related. It feels more like an opportunity. It feels more like an opportunity, something that like an opportunity. And then look at that. An opportunity. We had two, it was the 3 of Pentacles and the 6 of Pentacles. It's like doubling the energy. Collaboration, and here you're giving back. The energy of generosity. I feel like something is happening. Something is coming, and it feels more in the line of finances. And what's interesting too is that we have 3 Pentacle cards. The 6 of Pentacles energy that I'm feeling with that card is the idea that you're able to give now. Because I feel in this connection, you have not done that once things started to go in a direction that you didn't like. All right, let's see what energy Gemini is moving into. What energy is Gemini moving into? What energy is Gemini moving into romantically? What energy is Gemini? Okay, so let's just... We have the Devil at the bottom of the deck. Movement. Good. Good. So you have 2 8 cards, and I feel like this is movement out of the connection. We have another movement card with the Chariot, so I'm not even showing you. We have the 8 of Wands. And with this, I feel like positive messages coming in, but you also moving out. We have the 8 of Cups, you leaving a connection. You leaving a connection. And these are the things that you've invested in this relationship. These now is represented with the cups, in terms of the feelings, in terms of just all that you've put into this emotionally, which I can feel was hard for you, was something that you did because you cared about the other person. But again, there were red flags in the beginning, so I feel like this was a situation that was inevitable. We have the Chariot. And with this, I'm feeling the balancing of your internal, so your mental, the balancing of your mind and your heart, moving in one direction, and it's taking you away from the circumstance. It's moving you in a direction where you're moving towards that abundance. We have the Knight of Pentacles and the Tower. The Knight of Pentacles is giving me notes of patience. It's giving me notes of having tact when removing yourself from the situation, and then also being strategic in terms of where you're going. There's also a stable vibe with it. So I feel like from this situation, you're learning, I feel like you've learned a lesson, and the lesson is to not rush into things with this Knight of Pentacles. Not to rush into things, and to have your mind and heart stimulated was the word that came to mind, but it's to have them both nurtured. I feel like your relationship was quite practical also with the Pentacles. And to see now you have these cups, you actually cared about this person. Like, you had feelings towards them, and I feel like you felt that they weren't very expressive of theirs. So I feel from this connection, you realize that you actually care about that. Now with the Tower, I feel like this is that revelation. Like, all of this is going to come to you as a revelation. I also feel like when you try to remove yourself from the situation, it's going to not, I don't feel maturity from the other person. I feel like it's going to be, I don't want to say a fight, but I can feel that it's going to feel challenging to you. Let's see what emotional space you're moving into. What emotional space is Gemini moving into romantically? That like went in and out. What emotional space is Gemini moving into? What emotional space is Gemini moving into romantically? And we got patience again. And grief. So there's this traveling through your emotions that's going to take place. Grief says, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. And then patience says, I accept that everything happens in divine order again. So I feel like the lesson, the emotion that you're going to move into is patience. And patience in reference to dealing with your emotions. Because although this relationship doesn't feel like it was for a long time, it feels like it's on the shorter end. So I'm going to say a year or less. There were a lot of emotions that you experienced during this connection, and being patient with yourself while you go through those things is something that would be helpful for you to extend to yourself at this time. At the bottom of the deck, we have relationships. And with this, it's giving me the vibe that maybe a friend from the past or someone from the past is going to come and make this experience and make this transition a little bit easier for you. Relationships, I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. Yeah, I feel this energy of, like, it feels like this feels like another person, but it feels like a person that you know. And they feel almost like a warm hug, but I do feel a sense of sexual tension. Like, there's a sexual attraction. So I feel like it's someone that maybe you only saw as a friend in the past, and now it's like, oh, okay, like maybe this could work out. But that's not your focus. Your focus is more on dealing with your feelings, and this is what's, like, it's like a residual. It's like a bonus, let's call it that. Because I can feel that this is going to comfort you. What situation is Gemini moving into romantically? We have a heart chakra meditation playing in the background. What situation is Gemini moving into romantically? Don't let your past hold you back. So with this, it's like immediately. With this, I feel the energy of you almost like, I don't want to say that you're prejudging this person, but this person is not really getting the benefit of the doubt. Although they are helping you through this, I feel like they're going to have a more difficult time than this person did because of what you went through. And I do feel like there's a sense of hardening of your heart. But again, if you just allow yourself to go through the motions, I don't feel like this is going to be a problem. At the bottom of the deck, we have your commitment is being tested. And it's interesting again, because in the tarot scope, I put, are you ready to commit to yourself, Gemini? I feel like the true commitment that needs to take place here, or that is being urged for you to take place, or for you to take heed of, is your commitment to yourself. I feel like you hold on. I don't know if you watch Gossip Girl, but there was this one episode where Serena, which is the blonde in the show, there was a discussion between her best friend and her mother about how she deals with relationships. And they said that she uses men like life rafts. And I feel like that's the energy that I'm receiving from this. You would be best on your own, but because you don't want to be alone, you latch on to people that are there. And I feel like what gets them into your world, like what gets them into your line of view, is the fact that they come off gracious in terms of compliments. Like they give you their energy they give you their energy. They make you feel beautiful. But then later you get to see their true colors. And I can feel that the person that you're connected with, and then here, Earth and Earth, I just feel like there was this domineering, controlling vibe where you couldn't be that free Gemini that you wanted to be. And the reason why is because once you get into a relationship, many people look at relationships as something that you have to be tied to. They call it a ball and chain. Although, honestly, feeling free is something that everybody should should have the space to feel. But anyway, getting into relationships won't help you feel free if the relationships are solely used so that you don't feel alone. Please let me know if this is making sense to you, Gemini. I'm going to leave it here. This was your love reading. Do what feels right, honestly. And think about what you want for yourself. Think about what you want for yourself. And also, if you can, be respectful, because I feel like that will make this a lot easier. February is going to be a fun month, so you can look forward to content from me, more content from me in February. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you like this type of content, please subscribe. And if you feel called to comment on any of this, please let us know in the comments down below. We want to know, because I'm feeling, yeah, there's a lot happening here. There's a lot happening here, but the ultimate thing is for you to be with yourself. And this feels so sweet. This feels promising. It feels nice. Anyway, Gemini, I'm going to let you go. All right, take care. See you in February.